After the full-scale invasion of Ukraine by Russia in 2022, one of the responses of the West, specifically of the European Commission, was to ban Russian news networks from broadcasting in the European Union. This was, in my opinion, of course, the right thing to do. And this decision was not taken lightly. After all, the West and us Europeans truly value freedom of speech and opposing views. But we cannot tolerate foreign meddling. Later that same year, in 2022, the European political scene was rocked by a massive scandal.
It's hundreds of thousands of euros in cash.
The Qatar-gate scandal.
David Kiley, who's been arrested in Belgium accused of corruption.
The tiny oil-rich nation of Qatar was found to have bribed EU officials into silence over their human rights record and exerted direct political influence on European institutions. So this raises the question, if we banned Russia Today, Voice of Europe, RIA Novosti, Izvestia and Rossiyskaya Gazeta for their divisive narratives, their propaganda and their foreign meddling into our affairs, why then do we not ban the Qatari network of Al Jazeera?
En mi opinión, si se prohíbe Russia Today, evidentemente hay que prohibir Al Jazeera, que es una estructura al servicio de los intereses del islamismo radical, en este caso del terrorismo islámico, como es Hamas en Gaza.
Islam is nothing new in Balkan Europe. Kosovo, Albania, Bosnia and Herzegovina have a history of moderate Islam, going all the way back to the Ottoman occupation. But with the recent support and influence of wealthy foreign powers like Qatar, and the rise in Western support for their radical associates in the Middle East, we must ask, how far can the free world go to push back against the influence of foreign media outlets before we begin violating our own principles of free speech?
I'm a strong advocate of freedom of speech, but I also realize that at times of war you need to actually stop enemy propaganda. We're not in a kinetic war with Islamic states, thank God, but some of these states are financing the destruction of Europe as we know. So we have to treat Al Jazeera according to that understanding.
If you are in a war, like Israel is in a war with Hamas, and if Al Jazeera is being, used as a media arm of Hamas, then I have full understanding that Israel, which is a pillar of freedom in the Middle East, is banning the media station which is used as an arm of the war. But, I think we are not declaring a war. So I would be careful here.
To ensure that we shape the debate about that into the right form or guide it into the right direction, we really need support from the Muslim community.
Will Europe's Muslim community side with the free world against the foreign influence of their co-religionists?
We have millions of perfect integrated Muslim people in our society, but it's not only up to politicians to talk about that, we need a movement from the society on that issue.
Can society, be it secular, Christian or Muslim, resist the nefarious narratives of foreign governments?